Robert Fulton was an American engineer and inventor who is widely credited with developing the first commercially successful steamboat in 1793. The era of the steamboat began in America in 1787 when John Finch made the first successful trial of a 45-foot steamboat on the Delaware River on August 22, 1787, in the presence of members of the Constitutional Convention. Finch later built a larger vessel that carried passengers and freight between Philadelphia and Burlington, New Jersey. John Finch was granted his first United States patent for a steamboat on August 26, 1791. However, he was granted his patent only after a battle with James Rumsey over claims to the invention. Both men had similar designs. John Finch constructed 4 different steamboats between 1785 and 1796 that successfully plied rivers and lakes and demonstrated in part the feasibility of using steam for water locomotion. His models utilized various combinations of propulsive force, including ranked paddles, paddle wheels, and screw propellers. While his boats were mechanically successful, Finch failed to pay sufficient attention to construction and operating costs and was unable to justify the economic benefits of steam navigation. Robert Fulton built his first boat after Finch's death, and it was Fulton who became known as the father of steam navigation. American inventor Robert Fulton successfully built and operated a submarine in France in 1801 before turning his talents to the steamboat. Robert Fulton was accredited with turning the steamboat into a commercial success. On August 7, 1807, Robert Fulton's Clermont went from New York City to Albany, making history with a 150-mile trip, taking 32 hours at an average speed of 5 miles per hour.
Between 1814 and 1834, New Orleans steamboat arrivals increased from 20 to 1,200 a year. The boats transported cargoes of cotton, sugar, and passengers. Throughout the East, steamboats contributed greatly to the economy by transporting agricultural and industrial supplies. Robert Fulton soon moved to France, where he worked on canal systems. In 1800, he built a successful dividing boat, which he named the Nautilus. Neither the French nor the English were sufficiently interested to induce Fulton to continue his submarine design. His interest in building a steamboat continued. In 1802, Robert Fulton contracted with Robert Livingston to construct a steamboat for use on the Hudson River. Over the next 4 years, he built prototypes in Europe.
Steamboats allowed faster travel of goods and passengers, which stimulated the economy and cut travel times in half. Steamboats were not regulated, and boiler explosions became a result of unsafe designs in operation, which could result in serious injury or death. The advantages of steam engines outweigh the disadvantages because they can run 24 hours a day regardless of location, weather, or daylight. There is no noise pollution or environmental impact associated with steam power, and no backup power is required because steamboats operate using wind and solar systems.